Hello all, Sebastian from Champion Helmets here, and we've heard your comments, so we've put the X-Lite X803 RS Ultra Carbon and the Shoei X-Spirit III to the test in our road test. Both of the X-Lite X803 RS Ultra Carbon and the Shoei X-Spirit III are the top racing full-face helmets from their respective brands, and though they do come close in terms of price competition, we wanted to check how much of a difference in performance there was. While the X-Lite X803 RS Ultra Carbon is coming in at about 660 euros or about $738 US, the Shoei X-Spirit III is coming in at about 700 euros or about $780 US. As top race helmets, these helmets will also be competing with the Shark Racer Pro GP, the HJC RPHA11 Carbon, and the AGV Pista GP RR. If you'd like to learn more about either of these helmets, make sure to head to our YouTube channel where we have full reviews and road tests for each helmet. The X-Lite X803 RS Ultra Carbon has a shell made of high carbon content. It comes in 3 shell sizes, and it comes in at a very lightweight 1,380 grams in a size M. For the X-Lite, we're getting plenty of vents around the helmet. First, you've got one in the chin operated by a slider, one in the forehead with a similar mechanism, and 2 on either side of the front that you can just flip open. This hot air will come out underneath the X803 RS's large spoiler, and the visor of the X-Lite is pinlock prepared, and the insert is included, and it even comes with an additional dark green visor in the box. Lastly, the liner of the X803 RS Ultra Carbon is comfortable, removable, washable, has NERS, the Nolan Emergency Release System, cheek pads, and it's antibacterial. An additional nice feature with the X803 is the liner positioning control, so you can adjust the fit of the liner for an optimum fit. Now, let's see how it performs. Just a quick reminder for how we set up our road tests. On the left, we have a monitor showing the helmet's internal temperature in degrees Celsius, which is measured through a thermometer in the helmet's APS channels. In the middle is a decibel meter showing readings from a microphone near our rider's ear. On the right is a telephone showing the airspeed on the helmet through an anemometer. Lastly, in the middle on the dash is our rider speed and the outside temperature. We performed our test at 130 km per hour on long stretches of highway. When we took out the X803 RS, it was a nice autumn day and the wind speed ranged from about 110 to 120 km per hour. For ventilation, the day's temperature was about 15 degrees Celsius, while the helmet's interior temperature was 18 degrees Celsius, so a difference of 3 degrees. This isn't too bad, and you can expect this helmet to ventilate better out on the track in a racing position. For noise, we measured about 106 decibels in this helmet, though this isn't a major focus on racing helmets. Our rider said he did enjoy wearing this helmet. He found the forehead vent very refreshing, the breath deflector came in very useful, and the helmet had an overall high quality finish, as to be expected. Our rider also found the aerodynamics of the helmet good, though testing it was difficult due to a crosswind. Nonetheless, like with ventilation, you'll get a much better feel for this out on the racetrack. But before we give out our stars, let's take a look at the X-Spirit III. The Shoei X-Spirit III is made of Shoei's advanced integrated matrix, in this case AIM+, which is carbon fiber, organic fibers, and fiberglass blended, and it replaces Shoei's older X-Spirit II. The Shoei helmet comes in a great 4 shell sizes and weighs about 1,350 grams, so this is 30 grams lighter than the X-Lite. The ventilation on the X-Spirit III comes from 2 vents in the chin that are adjustable, 1 adjustable vent in the brow, and 1 on top of the helmet, where you've got a large scoop to bring in even more air. Lastly, to let out the hot air is the large exhaust just in front of the spoiler here. The visor is pinlock prepared with the insert in the box. The liner of the X-Spirit III is removable, washable, has space for speakers, and is antibacterial. The liner of the X-Spirit III can also be adjusted for riding in a sport position or riding in an upright position. When we took the X-Spirit III out, we had good weather and the wind speed was at about 115 km per hour. The exterior temperature for the day was 21 degrees Celsius, while the helmet's interior temperature was also 21 degrees, so no difference there, which is already great. For noise as well, the X-Spirit III did well with about 103 decibels, which is good for a race helmet. Our rider found the X-Spirit III ventilated well and was very comfortable. One last nice feature to note is that this helmet is FIM homologated, so it is also meant to protect your head against rotational forces and is important for those planning to take this helmet out on the track. Now, let's get to those stars. For material, both helmets are made of high-quality materials and come in at least 3 outer shell sizes. So, since the X-Lite is fully made of carbon fiber, it gets 5 stars for material, while the X-Spirit III gets 4.5 for its AIM Plus shell construction. For weight, both helmets are also under 1,400 grams, so that gives each 5 stars for weight. For the visor, both helmets come with Pinlock prepared visors, and the inserts are in the box, so that's 4 stars for the X-Lite, but with tearaway pins, adjustable steps, and a visor lock, the X-Spirit III gets 5 stars for its visor. For ventilation, the X-Lite gets 2 stars due to its 3-degree difference, while the X-Spirit III gets another 4 stars. For aerodynamics, both helmets also did well, with the X-803 RS getting 3 stars and the Shoei gets a further 5 stars thanks to its large spoiler. Lastly, for comfort, both helmets were comfortable, so the X-Lite gets 4 stars, while the X-Spirit III gets another 5 with its quality liner and speaker spaces. This brings the X-Lite to a total of 4 stars at 29 euros per star, which is a decent result. In comparison, the X-Spirit III gets a total of 5 stars, 25 euros per star, which is great. If you'd like to purchase either the Shoei X-Spirit III or the X-Lite X-803 RS Ultra Carbon, make sure to head to championhelmets.com, where we have great bundle deals including discounted visors and communication systems, and we have a lowest price guarantee, so let us know if you see the helmet cheaper anywhere else. Overall, both of these helmets are top-level lids and will work well for you at high speeds. Though the X-Lite only got 4 stars and was at 29 euros per star, it is still a great helmet with an interesting innovation in its liner positioning system, emergency release system, and a reliable visor mechanism. And not to mention, it is cheaper up front. However, the X-Spirit III shows Shoei's strong attention to detail, not only in the ventilation system, but also with the visor and the liner, which give it its top 5-star mark and great value for money. Let us know which helmet you'd go for in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe if you liked the video. I'm Sebastian from Champion Helmets, and thanks for watching.